Hey, it's your friend Choice CJ here, and I'm coming to you guys today with my Week 3 team builder for the UBC Season 2. I, of course, am the coach of the Baltimore Oriolus, and this week we're going up against Tyler, coach of the Seattle Seadras. Now, Tyler's team is pretty freaking offensive. It's really pretty terrifying. You guys can see the mons up there on the screen. He's got Mew, Talonflame, Salamence, Rotom Heat, Whimsicott, Greninja, regular Medicham, Registeel, Dugtrio, Quagsire, and Mega Lopunny. So a lot of really fast attackers, a lot of really powerful attackers, especially on the physical side, with Talonflame and Lopunny. Dugtrio is a Pokemon that really hinders my team, as I have 4 ground weaknesses, so we're leaving most of our ground weak mons at home. We have a little trick on our team for maybe taking out that Dugtrio if we can manage it. Lopunny obviously is one of the best Pokemon in OU and in counter team format. Greninja is a really great mon. I don't know how leagues still consider it to be a tier 3 mon. It's just so versatile, and its coverage is so good even without protein. It's just amazing. It really blows my mind. Whimsicott's a really tough Pokemon to deal with because it can be utility, it can be a pivot, it can be offensive. Salamence can be offensive or defensive. Mew can be offensive or defensive. Rotom can be offensive or defensive. I think you guys get the gist. This is a tough team to prep for because, you don't know what mon he's going to bring offensive and defensive. For example, Spadef Talonflame is really tough to deal with. But anyway, we did the best we could to come up with a good team to take on Tyler. And without further ado, let's hop on into it. So making it her debut this week, it is Mandibuzz, aka Pebbles, rocking Protect, Defog, Roost, and Foul Play. I originally had Toxic over Protect for Mandibuzz, but I thought Protect would be really cheeky for if I'm sitting in front of a Medicham or Lopunny, and they're thinking about going for High Jump Kick. I can go for Protect. I know a lot of people like to run Drain Punch instead of High Jump Kick in counter team leagues for exactly that reason. You don't see Protect on random mons all that much in like standard Smogon OU, but that's because you don't know when your opponent's going to bring Medicham or Lopunny or whatever else. So, if you run into them like once every 10 battles, it doesn't make sense to bring Protect. But for a game where I know I'm going to face at least one of them, Protect is good. Even if they aren't rocking the High Jump Kick, one, they're not going to be able to 2KO me. They're not going to be able to 2KO me anyway, except for maybe Medicham. But we can go for Protect, make them miss, and if they go for Drain Punch instead of High Jump Kick, we just get Leftovers Recovery for that turn, making us even harder to kill. And then Foul Play is actually going to do a lot of damage to either Lopunny or Medicham, which is pretty nice. Defog is there, obviously to get rid of hazards, but I don't think I'm going to click Defog unless he brings something like Spike's Greninja, because keeping rocks up on my opponent's side of the field is just too important with a Pokemon like Talonflame. So, yep, Roost is obviously pretty standard on Mandibuzz, just trying to get the recovery. And we're running a fully Phys-Def spread to take on, like I said, Lopunny, Medicham. Dugtrio doesn't really do much to this set. Stuff like that. I guess a reversal might do a decent bit, depending upon how much Foul Play does to it. But anyway, that's Mandibuzz, and I'm going to really be relying on her to take care of the physical threats coming out of Tyler's team. Next up, we've got Tomahawk, our Mega Sceptile, with Leaf Storm, Hidden Power Poison, Focus Blast, and Dragon Pulse. We went Max because Max Speed Timid actually outspeeds Scarf Medicham, which is pretty funny. He might not realize that. So we can come in and hit him up with a Leaf Storm for some sick damage. Hidden Power Poison is for Whimsicott. It does OHKO. If it's like a fully Phys-Def spread. Spadef spreads aren't really common. Of course, that doesn't mean he won't bring it. This is counter team, so you're not always bringing the standard Smogon sets. But anyway, even if he is a Spadef, if he's at like 80% or less, it should kill. Focus Blast is for Lopunny. Leaf Storm doesn't do quite as much to it as Focus Blast. His Lopunny is surprisingly good defense and Spadef stats. It has crappy HP, unfortunately, but it's got like 94 in defense and 96 in SPDF. So that's nice. And then Dragon Pulse is for Sceptile. It's just, or it's not Sceptile, Salamence. The other dragon that starts with an S and ends with an E. Sorry for the confusion there, guys. I was really tempted to bring Rock Slide on Sceptile. At one point, actually, I had like a fully physical Sceptile lined up for Tyler, but I decided I wanted more power, and you know, Rock Slide would have been nice for Talonflame, but I'm not staying in on any Talonflame, and it's just a hard prediction to go for with Sceptile, because Rock Slide's just not going to do a ton of damage to basically anything else. So we have a few other checks for Talonflame, so it's fine. Sceptile's going to be really great. Other than Talonflame, he doesn't have a super good answer for Sceptile. Rotom does okay, but the fact that this thing just outspeeds most everything on Tyler's team is what makes it so deadly. You know, it's like the one Pokemon that's faster than Lopunny in this format. So I'm glad to be bringing Sceptile this week. Next up, we've got a Shukaberry Entei with Sacred Fire, Stone Edge, Extreme Speed, and Hidden Power Grass. I forgot I put Hidden Power Grass on this thing. Hidden Power Grass is for Quagsire, which is a really annoying Pokemon to deal with. Shukaberry obviously is for Dugtrio. If he comes in expecting to trap us, he's not going to do more than like 40% with his Earthquake, because Dugtrio, fortunately, is not very strong. Then we click Sacred Fire, should bring him down to Sash or close to it, and then we can take him out with Extreme Speed. So he has some fire resist on his team, I'll admit. Salamence is a resist, Talonflame is a resist. But the thing is that other than Talonflame, he really doesn't have anything on his team that wants to take the burn. And of course that's why we have him named Heath Ledger. So I wanted to bring it just to be able to put on offensive pressure. Stone Edge also does a lot of damage to Talonflame, assuming that we hit. It should kill even a SPDF Talonflame. If he is SPDF, this will actually kind of be the best answer to it, because you know, we don't care about Will-O-Wisp, and he can't kill us with Brave Bird. I don't think actually, unless he's like Adamant Banned, I don't think that a Brave Bird is going to kill us in one hit, so we might just have to like suck it up and jump in and click Stone Edge, trying to take out that Talonflame. But yeah, that's Entei for this week. Next up, we've got Neil. This time we're bringing Magic Guard, but full Fizdef with Stealth Rock, Toxic, Soft Boiled, and Moonblast. I had Bronzong here in this slot before, but Clefable's going to be able to deal with Greninja a tiny bit better, and also deals with mixed Salamence a little bit better. It also deals with Talonflame just a smidge better. You know, if he brings something like Heat Wave, or not Heat Wave, Flare Blitz. Clefable can obviously, it won't take super effective damage from that, whereas Bronzong would. Clef still is a tiny bit weak to Talonflame, just because it can't typically do anything back to it, which is why we're packing Toxic. Toxic's also good for landing onto Mew, because Mew can sometimes be really bulky and annoying. And even though it has Synchronize, we have Magic Guard, so we don't really care about getting Toxic as well. It really doesn't bother us. I also knew I needed Stealth Rock this game, and Clefable was pretty much my best option, because I couldn't bring Excadrill, I couldn't bring Nidoking, and I chose not to bring Bronzong. So Clefable it is. There are some Pokemon that we'll be able to set up on, or set up Stealth Rocks on. So yeah, that'll be really key to weakening his team, especially Talonflame and Salamence. So that's Clefable this week. Good old Neil. Neil's coming for 3 weeks in a row. Also coming 3 weeks in a row is our buddy Adam, the Rotom. Bringing a pretty normal spread, or typical moveset, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp. Rotom's also rocking the Protect, because this is another Mon that's probably going to be sitting in front of Lopunny or Medicham at least once during the match. So we can click Protect, make them roll past us, and then follow up with a nice strong Volt Switch or Hydro Pump. And even if it doesn't work out that way, the Protect is nice to get a tiny bit of little extra leftovers. This is the main Talonflame counter for the team, of course. And it's also not really going to care about whatever Dugtrio tries to do. We can hit it up with a Will-O-Wisp, and then go for Hydro to knock it out. So that'll be nice. Like I mentioned, it can take one hit from Medicham or Lopunny, I don't really want to, especially if he's still got Talonflame. So that'll be a situation that we'll have to manage pretty delicately. Instead of going full Fizz Def, we put a little bit into Spadef because I'm feeling like we are a tiny bit weak to Greninja, especially if he decides to bring like Scarf Greninja. It's not a normal thing, but it might be an answer for him to deal with Sceptile if he chooses not to bring Talonflame. Or maybe he wants Talonflame to check it, and then he wants Scarf Greninja to be the backup. Sceptile can't do anything to Scarf Greninja, obviously. Yeah, I guess if he's like locked into Hydro Pump or Scald or something, we can bring in Tomahawk. But I'm going to be nervous about doing that. So yeah, that's why we have a little bit of Spadef investment instead of full Fizz Def. I think we put enough into here to live a Dark Pulse from a modest Life Orb, or live two Dark Pulses, I should say, from modest Life Orb Greninja. So yeah, that's why we're bringing Rotom this week. Talonflame check, relatively bulky Mon, has Protect for the Troll Lulls. And last but not least, we're bringing another Pokemon making its debut this week. We're bringing Selleck, the Kadabra. Yeah, just look at that mustache, it's so handsome. We're bringing Sash with Psychic, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power Rock. Now, because he has so many dangerous threats on his team, I thought it was really important to be able to bring a Pokemon that, in all likelihood, can just revenge kill in hopefully one hit or maybe 2 hits. Don't really need it to take a hit, which is why we're, we just need to live 1 hit, obviously, which we will with Focus Sash, and then return back with a nice powerful hit. So, for example, this is gonna Oko Lopunny, even with some HP investment, which I'm expecting him to bring. Does good damage to Mew and to Medicham, plus we outspeed Medicham unless he's Scarf. Energy Ball is for Quagsire, and also does good damage to Greninja. Hidden Power Rock is for Talonflame. So if he like sets up, with Talonflame, or he's Power Up Punch Lopunny, or he's Dragon Dance Salamence or something like that, we can come in here, get a nice hit off, either score an Oko or get him weakened to the point where Heath Ledger can come in and go for extreme speed. That's the plan with this anyway. Just come in, maybe get 1 kill, and then just leave it there to die. Sorry, Tom Selleck, that's, I know you're a great man, but that's all you're going to be needed for in this match. It's relatively fast as well, which is nice. He obviously has Talonflame and Lopunny, which are ridiculously fast, but otherwise this outspeeds Mew, it outspeeds Salamence, it outspeeds Rotom, and stuff like that. So it's nice to be packing Tom Selleck this week. And with that, that rounds out our team. I'm really nervous for this match. Came off a nice victory, a hard-fought victory against Adam last week, and now I feel like there are expectations for us, like we're, that we're capable of winning in any given game. I'm not saying we're going to win every game, but people think we're going to have a chance to win. So I don't want to try and get ahead of myself and think that I'm supposed to be winning games, especially when I'm going up against a coach like Tyler, who's really good and has a really good team. But we're going to do the best we can, as long as it's a close game and there's not too much luck involved. I'm going to be happy. But of course, if I come out with a W, I'm not going to be complaining either. I'm going to be smiling ear to ear, and we're going to keep on chugging along on that win streak train. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to check back tomorrow for the battle video, and wish us luck. So, check back for more Pokemon content later, and until the next time, I will see you. Alright.